Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Finally, today I am gonna be working on installing my door panel, and I'm really excited about it because it's been a while since I had a door panel on my cars, or on my car, because you know that they get destroyed and they come apart, and BMW did a really horrible job on these door panels. Let me show you what I got and what I actually had on my car. So this is it, and if you guys know, these things start to bubble up everywhere, especially these pocket areas. This one is in mint condition, like not even one tiny spot. It does need a little work because this thing come off. This one actually still there. This one right here, and this part I have it right here. Needs to be glued, but that's actually piece of cake. Because actually I figure out what glue you can use for this to stay on. It's not gonna come off. And I know you're gonna say this is the wrong color for my car because my interior is black, and this is what I'm talking about right here. This is driver's side, and this is the one that I got is passenger side. But my passenger side is actually like completely destroyed on both sides, bubbled up. These plastic pieces right here. So I'm gonna do passenger side for now because that's the only one they had. And I only paid like $24 for it, which is really good deal, I think. As far as the color, I am gonna plastic dip it. I'm not gonna paint it in actual paint because hopefully I'll find one eventually in the black color, and I can just take the plastic dip off and sell it to somebody else or whatever. So for now, I'm gonna glue those little brackets or whatever they called from the back, and probably wait till tomorrow. Let them dry and all that really good, and plastic dip it tomorrow. So let's start gluing. So okay, I had to kind of close up for a couple hours because it was raining, but I'm back. So this is my old door panel. I tried to make it look nice, and I took the leather part off, tried to paint it and all that, but it didn't really come out that good. And the glue that I was telling you guys, I glued this one, and when I was taking it off, I actually destroyed it right here. It would not, like right there. So this is what I'm using. Loctite Premium 3X whatever. So I don't really have much of this left, plus it's all dried out on this side, so hopefully it's still good. I don't really need much just for one door panel, so we'll see. If not, then I'll have to go Home Depot and buy one more. So let's get back and I'll show you what I've done so far. Oh, and it's funny because everything comes off easy, but when you want something to come off, it won't come off. So this is one of the pockets, and I had to kind of destroy. You guys kind of see right here this edge. So I ended up taking this from my older panel, and I'll be using this one. Still have to clean up, and you guys can see I wasn't really using that much of a glue. There's still some left over on this. It won't come off. I have to scrape all this off. Ugh. And then I'm gonna glue it on a new door panel, new one. Wow, it's rainy, so, and it's dark now. But oh well, oh well. And I'm gonna take it inside and glue it inside because I don't really have room out here, and I don't want to keep it on my engine. So see you inside in a little bit. So you can see how clean this area is, and right here, this is what it looked like. Right there, right here, this side. It still has black spots, but it's alright. And on this side. So okay, I have to take it inside because it's already dark outside, it's raining. So I'm gonna be doing inside the house. So everything's clean. Like I said, you can use brake cleaner, you can use acetone, doesn't matter what you use as long as you clean it so it doesn't have fingerprints or anything like that, no dust. So when you put the glue on, it's gonna stick to it. I got a bunch of clamps, I got weights to hold it down. So let's see if I even have any glue left. I guess if I don't, I'll have to postpone this for tomorrow. So this one is it's really important to make sure you align it where they're supposed to be, because if you don't, it will not go on a car. So don't use too much glue though, because that's one of the mistakes that I made last time. I used way too much and it wasn't really good. This one's easy to align because it aligns itself, so as long as you're holding it right. So okay, I said I'm not gonna use a lot of glue, but I use it anyways. I'm not trying to make it pretty or nice. I'm just trying to make it stay there. So I don't really care too much, not too much. Looks ugly, nobody's gonna look at it as long as it's gonna hold. And in this case, I know it will, because look at how much glue I use. So I'm gonna let it sit overnight and come back to this tomorrow. And we'll continue on. I should have taken this out, but it's okay. So, see you tomorrow. So this is day number 2. You don't really have to wait 24 hours. It's actually already pretty dry. Plus, I'm not going to be installing this on the car. So let's take this stuff off and I'll show you what it looks like now, or you can take it out. Make sure you use a lot of these and they're in the right spots and they're pushing it down, they're not up, because if you glue them a bit far away from actual door panel and you put it on the car, it's gonna stick out a bit too far from the actual door and it's not gonna look good. So this is why I had it kind of in the air, so I can hold the puckets from inside to make them stick to it. So you can still see, like, these spots from the clamps, but it's gonna go away. Don't worry about it. As long as they're not super heavy duty, one of those, you know, like going crazy tight, they'll be fine. It's gonna go away. So the pocket looks good actually. It sits the way it's supposed to, and this will not come off no matter what you do. I mean, you can take it off, but like I showed you before, my previous door panel, I messed up the actual door panel while taking this pockets off. So actually I was taking this one off and I destroyed the door panel. So this is it for now. Well, as far as the gluing. So I'm gonna take this outside and start prepping for paint. So let's go outside, start working on it. I was waiting for weather to clear out, but it's still raining and all that, so I was like, what the heck, let me do it inside the garage. So I already did like 3 coats of plastic dip. I thought, you know, there's a lot of videos on how to plastic dip stuff, and this is basic, just paint, except it's a lot easier with the plastic dip because you don't get paint runs. I mean, you can, unless you go really crazy, but just keep in mind, don't try to cover everything at once. Do layer at a time. Do one layer, let it wait and dry. I can't tell you how long you have to dry because depending on where you're at, you know, kind of weather you have, but let it dry to like the touch when you touch it, and you know it's not sticky or anything. Paint it again, and it all depends on what you're painting. If it's white door panel or whatever, and you plastic dip in black, then you obviously gonna have to do like 5, 6, maybe 7 coats. So anyways, I'm not gonna, you can see that I took this handle right here. This is actual black one from my actual door panel, so I'm not gonna plastic dip this because I already have this one in actual black. And the other reason is if I plastic dip this, it's one of those things that people always touch it and the paint's gonna start to come off, especially, you know, plastic dip. So it's really easy to take it off. There's like 2 screws. You take it off and it actually slides from like underneath here. I'm not gonna put it on just yet because I'm gonna do a couple more coats. These are the speakers. These are different colors, but I'm pretty sure I have black ones, so I'm gonna look for it. If not, then I'll paint these, but these ones I'm gonna paint in actual black paint because I don't want to plastic dip them. So I'm gonna do a couple more coats and then try to install it on the car. So be right back. So the reason why I took the plastic dip off, because I didn't like the grip on it. It was too rubbery. It looked nice and everything, but every time I would touch it, it would leave fingerprints on it, and I figured if it gets dusty and stuff, it's not gonna be easy to clean it, so I might as well just get rid of it, take it off. And I got the paint. This is the plastic dip that I used, and you can see how hard it actually came off, because I thought it's gonna come off pretty easy. I used like 5, maybe 6 coats, but it still won't come off. Maybe because it's all kind of textured leather or whatever it is. So I got this one, vinyl and fabric, flexible finish, and you can kind of see what kind of textured finish it is for. So try this out. It's a glass black, so hopefully this one will work out, because the reason why I did the plastic dip, like I mentioned in the beginning, I was thinking that I'm gonna plastic dip it, and In the future, if I do find something that's, you know, the door panel that's original black, I'll just take this off, take the plastic dip off, and maybe sell it or give it to somebody and use the actual factory painted black door panel. So screw that. I'm gonna prep this. I'm not gonna wet sand it or anything like that. I'm gonna take like a brake cleaner or acetone or something like that, put in a towel, wipe it down, make sure there's no grease or anything like that, so this paint will stick to it, and start painting. So I think it looks good. I did 3-4 coats or whatever it was. Make sure don't do everything at once. Don't try to cover like everything at once, because you're gonna get, first you're gonna get paint runs, and second it's not gonna dry good. So do like a light coats, make sure it dries, because again it's not gonna dry if you do too many coats. So I think it came out pretty good. Let me show you. If you're doing this outside, make sure you kind of cover everything, walk around, look at it different angles, because sometimes it's gonna look good, but if you look at it from the other angle, you'll see that you don't have enough paint covering that panel or a certain area. So it looks good. I'm gonna let it dry and install it. So okay, honestly, I'm really happy with the decision that I made, that I took the plastic dip off, because this is way better. It doesn't come off as easy, and it's gonna last longer. It's pretty much same as this one. This is the original one. This is it looks kind of faded or not as shiny, but it's fine, because after I cleaned this one, put some leather shine or whatever, it'll be same. So I'm gonna install this, show you when I took it off. I don't think I did the video on it, but pretty easy. Well, supposed to be easy, so let's see if I can do this. I lost one of the bolts. So make sure it goes the right way. There you go. So, and on the other side, let me find. Come on. There you go. My workbench. Let's see. And this goes on this side. You don't even have to take this off. I mean, I could have just put a tape over it or something so it doesn't get paint on it, but so let's put this on our car now. So one of the things that I would recommend is get a grease, and to grease the sliders for the window regulator. One of the common things why these motors fail is because nobody ever re-greased them. Nobody ever cleans them, and you can see in the video here when I took one of the motors out at the pick and pull, it was all hardened and messed up, and eventually it's gonna give up and it's gonna break. So I got this is like a heavy duty grease. You don't have to use this. Any grease, I would recommend. Airplanes flying around. I would recommend get the grease that has like it's a synthetic grease. It's gonna last you longer, and it's not gonna wash off easier. I mean, even the regular one doesn't gonna wash off easy. But I would just recommend get something really good. Don't get one of those cheap ones, because every time it rains, you do get water inside. So. This one's already old and hardened, but it'll still work. They sell special stuff like to replace this. I don't have one. I didn't buy it, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a tape and put a tape around just so. So this is it. I know I'm missing this piece. I do have it. I was actually holding this a couple days ago, and I put it somewhere to find it easy later, but I can't find it. I'll find it later. I put it on, but I mean, you can see it how nice and shiny it came out. Like I said, I like this way better than plastic dip, and in my opinion, honestly, I wouldn't recommend plastic dipping the door panel. Maybe rims, maybe one of the trims that you're not gonna be touching, or you're not gonna clean it at least, because in my opinion, even if it's something you're not touching but later you have to clean it, it's rubber and it's not gonna be easy to clean. You start cleaning, it's gonna get all messy and stuff. You've seen in the video how it came off, and I did 4 or 5 layers, if not more. So again, not an easy task. But what is easy out there? You know, it's e36, so everything has to be complicated and all that. But I honestly think this is way better than when people do door panel delete. It looks way nicer. It looks stock, but it looks clean. So this is it for this video. I was going to do replace window motor on my driver's side, and I even went out to pick and pull. I picked out one, but I think the car heard that I was going to replace it and it started working. So I'm gonna keep it the way it is right now, but as soon as it goes out, I'm gonna replace it, and I will do that video. So this is it for today's video. If you guys like the video, please hit thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. See you next time.